definitely be causing some issues.
I know you should.
Except, I think he's more likely to help us at your expense.
We'll see. That's...
One eternity later.
Okay.
What?
I don't know, man.
I gotta say, the songs that happen at the beginning of the streams are always so cool.
You what?
I said that the songs that play at the beginning of the streams are always really cool.
Well, thank
He
you.
likes the music.
I work
So far,
hard to
like-
make sure it's good quality stuff.
I think this might be the first time we've started on time in a while.
Indeed.
Did we start
We're
that time?
15 minutes late.
We were pretty early.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to start at 7:30.
We're getting there, though. We're getting there. One day we'll start early. In 100 years.
That's right.
I don't want
I got
this song.
confused because we usually end up starting around 8, and I thought that was the time that we started.
Okay, I'm
I
drowning
blame
you out
Moriarty.
now.
Well, we've got Terlex.
Oh, tier list.
Oh, hey, and Pellet.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, it sounds really familiar.
Oh, I know what it
It's
is.
the Gravity Falls thing.
Ah,
you go.
yes.
There
Yes.
you go.
Electro Swing Remix.
Every animal in this house is in my goddamn room.
That sounds like a wonderful thing.
It is, but they keep walking in front of me and laying on top of me, and I have no room for anything. Luckily, though, I only really need the mouse, but there's an animal pile on top of me.
I came across 3 deer at work last night.
Only 3?
Wow.
I mean, that's still impressive for it being the middle of a city.
Okay,
Like,
that makes it.
the
That
capital.
does make 3 impressive.
That's true.
Yeah.
I live out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So like, whenever I see deer, I usually see them, like, see an entire herd of deer.
I think we only get coyotes here. And rams.
Oh, there's rams around your place?
Yeah, they're about an hour away. It's
Oh,
once in a
cool.
while.
Did you ever see one? Could you take a picture of one?
I'll try.
A prudent choice.
I took a video of the ones that I saw. They're on, they're up in media sharing. Alongside with a random bust of George Washington. Or I guess it's just the head.
I mean, a bust is normally a head, yes.
Well,
No,
the bust
technically a bust
includes,
is the head, neck, and like the the upper part of the chest.
Yeah.
I'll bust you.
Please be appropriate around here, you know.
What, is it inappropriate that I'm offering to make a bust of my good friend?
Coming from you? Absolutely.
What's inappropriate about me offering
I want
that?
Tetris.
What?
I'm down.
Oh, that's what you mean when you say you want Tetris. That just sounded so random.
I've always been a fan of this.
Bloodthorn Blade. Hello, Telex, hello. Alright. 2 minutes.
Ella diga felicidades para Elisa Samuel. Casualmente esta mañana recordamos tu cumpleaños.
Oh, gracias.
I have no idea what anything that you said was.
That was my grandma talking in Spanish.
I picked up on that.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to
Hey.
overstate my
I like this one.
satisfaction. I put your sign
I think I heard it before, but I don't remember where.
That's from Portal, isn't it?
It's the end song for Portal 1.
Yes.
And
I
you
never played
probably
Portal.
heard it here.
Yeah, I've never played.
He does play it a lot.
Yeah, I've never played Portal though.
You heathen.
There it is.
Oh yeah, I made a bunch of updates to the stream layout and things. Where is Dusty?
Good question. We're just missing a lot of our cast tonight for whatever reason.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Rozim, and this is Tales of Miraleth Dungeons and Dragons. I will turn it over now to Euphoria for the recap.
I'd like to formally apologize to everyone that he keeps doing this, by the way.
What? Red Might,
What's going on? I'm right here.
I turned it over to you for the recap.
I was in. This is my first game. I haven't been here, so I don't know what's going
You
on.
didn't go watch the recordings?
I didn't even know there was recordings.
Moriarty, you didn't tell him there were
Sadness.
recordings?
You have failed.
No, why would I?
Fine. We will turn it over then to Eisen.
Well, last time we didn't do much until a sheep found Ristforn. The sheep annoyed the shit out of Ristforn after giving him a scroll of speak to animals. Ristforn promptly ignored him and zapped the little guy several times. Animal abuse. He's an evil, evil person. Just terrible. You know, the torturing of small animals, he's probably going to end up being some kind of mass murderer, probably.
I mean,
I mean, it's not like we haven't blown up, what, like 2 ships already?
that was fair though.
Wow.
Both of those times.
Shh. It was all caused by Ristforn's bad influence.
What are you talking about?
And that's what happened last time.
Zim, you gave him the recap. You have no one to blame but yourself for this.
No, I can blame him. I'm quite capable of that.
Anywho, with that as the recap, he kind of did leave off a somewhat important note. And that being that as you were fetching Ristforn, who had been sleeping with the sheep in a smacked unconscious state, that someone had come looking for it. I just need to find my notes for it, because I swear to God, where'd they go? Oh, here it is. So you had heard, or you had seen someone outside who was looking around with several hounds moving inside. And Eisen, I believe you were on the roof at this point.
Yes, Graham has
Graham.
no idea what the fuck is going on besides there's a sheep. And there seems to be some strange people entering the inn.
So with them entering the inn and moving in and about,
Graham, I think, decided to head in whenever he noticed them.
all right. So I don't need outside map. I need inside map.
I do apologize if you hear some random squeaky toy squeaks because one of the dogs brought in a squeaky toy.
That is adorable.
Yes, I don't think anyone needs to apologize for that. There we go. All right. So as they head inside, two large cloaked figures, and a few dogs on their leash, sniffing and leading them inside the tavern. Graham, you follow inside, behind them, and see them.
I don't
leading.
remember you saying they had a bunch of dogs with them.
They have a bunch of dogs. I'm telling you this now, then. If this was
Oh,
a
he
detail I
mentioned
left
it
before,
last week.
yeah,
Or last time.
2 weeks ago.
I don't. Okay, I remember there being dogs. I just don't remember there being like a dozen dogs.
it's not a dozen. It's more like 3.
Okay.
I don't know why you thought I said a dozen.
No idea. I'm tired.
In fact, I believe specifically, double check my notes here. They're not dogs, actually. They're wolves.
Oh, that's even worse.
But yes, he
and
does
way
have,
more suspicious that they're bringing them into an inn.
he does have a trio of colored wolves that seem to be sniffing about, trekking.
I gotta point this out, Graham.
Hmm?
We have a bear in the inn.
Yes, but Graham understands that Crag doesn't understand society or their fear of bears.
Greg has a bear permit.
Yeah, and I
Graham,
mean,
Graham assumes that most normal people would not bring like wolves in.
Hello? Who just joined the call?
Me, hello.
Hello, Dusty. You're
Oh.
late.
I am.
Another.
greetings.
I could give an explanation if you cared.
Zim?
I mean, it doesn't matter much to me. You're here before
Yeah,
it's
so
over,
I'm here.
so.
End of story.
Okay.
I completely forgot about this.
Is that your excuse that you just completely forgot?
No.
God damn it. Why must you do this to me?
Do
Because
what?
it's easy.
Oh, the vape shop that I go to has an insane deal on their juice. And I don't want to go spending more money on it, but it's such a good deal.
How are they open?
They are considered a essential business because they are providing things that people are addicted to. It's a nicotine product.
That's right. They're selling addictive products. Lots of people would be very angry if they did get their fix.
And even still, they are doing curbside pickup kind of stuff. So it's not like, and a lot of businesses could stay open if they had a product that they could, take out to people's vehicles and could handle that.
Makes sense.
Anyways, continuing on.
Yes.
So the cloaked figure with the rather intent wolves on tracking makes their way into the tavern. It's, sort of late at this point. Meanwhile, Risforn was being woken up, and I believe he was dealing with the other players who aren't currently here. Magna, I believe, was at the bar himself, now that Dusty is in fact with us. Dusty
Yes.
plays Magna.
I was retrieving Moriarty.
Right, and
Oh
Moriarty,
no, that's right.
Yeah.
Moriarty had cast said spell that was necessary to speak with the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheep had, of course, panicked that they had come for it, and that he needed to hide.
And I mean,
And then he went back down. I
yeah.
don't
Dusty and
remember entirely why.
Dusty and Richmond went down to check on the situation while Element stayed behind because he's danger. He stayed behind with the chief.
Right. So Dusty and Risforn, you are coming down into the main area of the tavern.
You may refer to me as Magna, but yes.
Sorry, what?
You may refer to me as Magna, but yes.
Okay, Dusty.
Uh,
Magna and Risforn headed down to the main tavern with Graham coming sort of behind, as he would likely come from the front door behind the cloaked figures and the many dogs.
3 is not many.
no, it seems sufficient to me.
It's a good amount. It's a good
Isn't
number.
3 a crowd?
But it's like,
Yes.
there's two, isn't there like 2 people? That means that there's like maybe like that's almost 1 dog per person. That's not a lot.
But 3's a crowd.
We want a
Exactly.
crowd. They have a crowd.
But anywho,
Oh, can we get Matt, please? Please.
sure.
I would like
That
Matt.
would be really appreciated.
So let's see. Layers. Where's the share button? Weird. What? That's not what I wanted. No, stop. There we go. Sharing.
Oh,
So you
wonderful.
Whoa.
Tavern.
This mech is gigantic.
It is. You need to sort of
Shrink it down.
shrink it down just a little bit. I already had it shrank down, which should have given it shrinking down to you, but I guess it's not doing that.
Nope. It's giving us a full size.
Okay. Well,
Unless it was so big that the shrink down version was just that big.
potentially.
Hey, there's a dragon here.
Over there. Oh,
Dragons are placeholders in this game so far.
technically Dragonborn. So Risforn, you're there, along with Magna. There you are. You're there, and Graham, you would be coming in over there. So Risforn and Magna behind you are the stairs of the sort of upstairs area. I basically almost repeated myself, so yeah, basically.
Okay, there you go.
There's some folks about the tavern who are simply enjoying their day. I'm sorry, I had the outside prepared. Not the inside. I thought you would engage him outside for some reason. There's just a few folks around. It's evening. Mainly just, some
Oh, they're
folks
cute.
enjoying their drinks.
They are.
I really enjoy these tokens, made by a guy named Tev. They're very nice
The
tokens.
fuck have I been doing here? Not flirting with everyone. Oh, I'm a pirate. They don't like me. That's right.
Moriarty has failed as a bard.
He's drinking. It doesn't count. It's off.
Moriarty is at the bar as well.
How'd you get backed down? Oh, never mind, VODs. They are automatically magnetized bars.
He went down before you did.
That's right.
No, I don't want help fantasy grounds. Don't give me that. But there's a nice little set there at the bar. And then for the figure, I need to get his tokens. But the figure is, I'd say, about approximately 10 feet in front of...
10 feet? What the hell kind of measurement is a feet?
Just get rid of the R. It's a different. It's a lingual thing.
Listen, Moriarty's been having a few drinkies. Anywho, it's about 10 feet in front of Graham, so...
Here's a lesson to you kids. Don't drink in DM.
No. Do it. No, I counter argument. Do it more. It's fun.
People should not be texting me right now. Stop garlic and herb picture. What the hell? What the f... Someone's texting me that they saved me a lunch tomorrow, but I don't know anyone who would do that. I'm sorry. I'm getting off track.
Maybe it's the wrong number.
Probably.
What's that?
I'll check. For the wolves, we have 3 individual wolves. Who are automatically invisible, which is a pain to me. All being led by one hooded individual, who I shall add in. Though, as you do look, you can make out some of the defining characteristics of at least one of them, as one of them at least is not really hiding themselves as much as the other one is. So for him, I shall simply put in place a token of what he is, and he is in fact a badger.
Sure.
And he's the one controlling the dogs, who has them all by his leash.
Alright, Reform, we do not let them upstairs. Period.
You just see Graham kind of look over this guy's shoulder and like shrug at you at Risport and Dusty, like what the fuck's going on here?
Magna.
Yes, Magna.
He's going to go over to say hello.
Alright.
Good day to you.
Risford just yawns in the
You had your
doorway
coffee.
here. Yeah, but it's still only it only does so much.
Isn't it like noon?
No, it's getting to be evening. It's later in the day, darker.
Oh. Why the hell is
I thought it was the middle of the night.
No.
Because the whole thing we did was Risforn was trying to sleep and the sheep kept waking him up.
Yeah, I don't know why you were trying to sleep.
It's about it's about 8 p.m. Let's go with that. 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Approximately. Because it is darker, it is a reasonable hour at which he would be sleeping, but it is not like the dead of night.
Makes sense.
Maybe even 9 or 10. It's, hard to tell when there's no clocks around. But the knight is still fairly young. And Rishforn is a tired boy. Magna, you go up to him and...
Does the other cloaked figure have a token?
A what? Yes.
Token on the board.
I am getting it. First, I need to get it into the combat tracker, and I need to do everything that I need to do with it.
Oh, he's big.
He's really big, by the way.
Oh my. Huh. He might be a bear person.
He's bear-sized. We can say that much.
I sense whatever he is, it starts with the letter B.
I don't know. These are dogs. They start with W.
Okay, hold on. we got to turn backwards. See, now it's a 3.
That would be 31. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's a 31. It's not a B. Learn your alphabets. Anywho, Magna, as you approach this individual who is leading on the dogs, he glances to you, softly squints at you. He says, "I'm not here for you."
Oh, I'll bet you're not, but you're making quite the commotion. For, let's call you a tracker of ill repute. You're making yourself very known to the entire city block.
It doesn't matter if I'm getting known or not. I need to find Master Noak's sheep.
Master, you're looking for a sheep?
I'm looking for a sheep. Have you seen a sheep?
Why are you looking for a sheep? What singular sheep could possibly demand this much attention?
The master specifically stated it was of sentimental value.
Your master might be into some weird stuff.
We ain't judging here. However,
I'm judging.
I was told that there was a peculiar sheep around that's been bugging people.
Yeah, I know these dogs got the sense of it.
Yeah, it came in here, and it left because no one could read that spell scroll it had, right?
Hey.
Wait, there was a sheep with a spell scroll?
It was quite noticeable and quite significant. It stayed around here, buttoned up against everyone here, and then it left because when people took its paper and read it, no one could read it.
By the way, the dogs are pulling him along as you're saying this, sniffing at the
Yeah,
ground.
Magna's making specific notice that the sheep came and butted against people, so they probably smell like it. He was very insistent on that. However, it then took its paper and it left. Don't know where, because it was the sheep.
Graham is super confused by this. So what the hell's going on here?
Well, this guy's being led by...
Oh, no, Graham is literally asking Magna what the hell is going on.
Over here with me. Alright, so there's a sheep that was a powerful wizard who was turned into a sheep and gave us a scroll so we could talk to it.
You do realize that those wolves aren't going to stop following the trail of this sheep?
I told him the sheep went everywhere here and then it left.
That's not how tracking
Everyone
works.
smells like sheep now because it was against.
That's not how tracking works.
Dogs? I don't know. I'm not a dog.
Ristforn, they approach you. They get towards you.
Where is if the sheep
In
is here,
a room upstairs.
we need to stop them then.
I'm trying to be civil about this. Should I stab him now then? I'll do it.
Probably, maybe, I don't know.
Hey, so what's your deal?
Big cloaked figure just looms over you and gives a big huff from where its probable nose would be.
Very talkative.
Do you need something? Go away. I'm not conversing with you.
Ristforn, at this point, the wolves have reached you and are starting to burn you.
They want by you.
Ristfarn's leaning against the door, just not letting them through.
The badger gestures at you. Hey, buddy, move.
I am a member of the Ministry of Magic. I do not move for some common thug.
I have to say, in character, Graham may not like Ristforn, but god damn, out of character, Ristforn is a very entertaining person to want to interact with the world.
Yes.
He lightly folds his arms. Well, I'm working for Master Noak, who's a master wizard, so...
He is an unregistered wizard, not registered or associated with the Ministry of Magic. I, for one, lead the Ministry of Magic, and I will not move because I do not feel like it. Now carry on and be gone.
Why do you need 10 gold?
I need to pay the barkeep for this mess I'm about to make.
Fine, okay.
Sorry about that. That was the dryer.
The orc just kind of softly shrugs his shoulder and then drops
Orc?
The orc?
Sorry,
guy.
not orc. I don't know. Fucking... Shush.
Right, Graham
badger.
hands Magna 10 gold.
Awesome. Be right back. Just gotta... Oi, barkeep.
He glances over to you. Meanwhile, the badger, he just drops the reins and
Graham
says,
is going to send Invisible Snowy to go check out this sheep.
I mean, the door's closed.
The wolves look at you, Ristforn.
He-
And they
he's
approach
just-
with malcontent. Roll initiative. Everyone.
Okay. I wanted to pay the barkeeper first, but it seems that things are going a little fast. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
You can still pay the barkeep.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna say, hey, here's 10 gold. Looks like you're about to get caught in a conflicting interest.
I wouldn't pay for the damage. These guys started it.
It'll help ingratiate us to him. We're real sorry about this. Nothing to be done. Here's 10 gold for repairs. I mean, he's not a pirate anymore, it seems like, so he has to try to be a good boy.
I'm kind of curious if Moriarty is more or less useful drunk.
I was about to say, Magnus sounds like a very gracious pirate.
Well, if you may or may not have noticed, Moriarty hasn't rolled initiative.
So he's less useful than normal, is what you're saying.
He's not involved in this. He-
He's currently in the midst of halfway downing a tankard.
You know, if he wants to go, if Moriarty wants to make up for basically turning traitor, he's doing a very poor job of it.
I don't think Moriarty ever saw it that way.
I'm sorry. I'm used to there being more initiative rolls. I didn't think that was everyone.
Now you've got 3 people and the new person who's not here yet. Maybe they'll break
right.
in.
Maybe they'll break in. I had something different in mind. In that case, Moriarty should probably roll initiative. You guys are lucky.
Moriarty, sober up, or I'm going to kiss you on the face.
Are we lucky? We now have a drunk bard,
As a guest star party member.
and I'm pretty sure being drunk implies penalties.
Well, Magna, you're the first up.
He's going to toss the barkeeper 10 gold and say, "Hey, real sorry about this. Your boss about to be caught in conflicting interests."
The barkeeper takes it, glances at it, gives a little nod and a shrug. Like, what can you do?
Also, I since this isn't like some super fancy tavern, I'm pretty sure he's probably used to a few a few drunken brawls.
Yeah, he doesn't seem really surprised or even really scared that this is going down.
I imagine the only thing that surprises him about the situation is that he's being reimbursed before the damage happens.
Yeah, probably. He does seem a little, delighted and happy about that. Just like, thank you.
I'm not a pirate anymore. I'm good. Promise.
He gives you a bit of a glance at that one, like, I don't believe you.
Oh, come on. I just gave you money.
Anyway, are you doing anything else with your turn? I'll say that'll take up your minor action.
Yeah. Let's see. I've only got one target within 5 feet of me, and he's not paying attention to me. Time for a stab.
As Graham is forced to stare down the giant fucking guy alone.
What's wrong with that?
So I don't have a thing specifically directly inside of what's the word? Fantasy grounds for this character. So just do your normal rolls and attacks and whatnot, and I will be keeping track of when he.
You'll just add it on your paper sheet, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not paper, but digital.
All right.
Just not fantasy grounds.
And
okay, that will hit.
plus a sneak attack, because he's my only target in 5 feet, and I am a duelist. Or, what's swashbuckler?
Doesn't that need... Oh, okay. I guess swashbuckler is different.
Yeah, it's a swashbuckler thing.
Okay.
We get our sneak attacks if it's a one-on-one fight, and there's no target but him within 5 feet of me.
That is true.
Shank.
Alright, so there's a total of 23 damage.
Ouch.
And a follow-up claw
Sneak attack in frickin' 5e. It gets triggered way too often.
Oh, swashbucklers especially triggered way too often. Their whole class is around sneak attacking every turn.
Is there a limit to how many sneak attacks you can make?
Well, there is. I can only do it once per turn. However, if someone lets me attack when it's
Once
not
per
my
turn?
turn, I get a sneak attack again. It specifically said it's once per turn, not once per round.
Well, that is
Guys, I'm gonna
very
move the
broken.
I'm gonna move the server region. We're having
Okay.
some robots. There we go. Hopefully that'll be better.
Yeah, in
That one
Pathfinder,
probably misses.
you can only do so many sneak attacks like per day. It's a lot in that respect. It's a little bit more balanced.
Yes. That's how it was in other editions. I assume that misses.
The one downside to simplification is some things become way overpowered.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Do you have feats that in
hello?
or never mind. What's up?
Testing 1 2. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Discord said it wasn't getting my microphone for some reason. So
No, I can.
Whatever.
I can hear you.
okay.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Sure. Okay. So you did your attack. You did your damage.
Yep. I am assuming my follow-up claw missed.
That did indeed. Yes. So a swing and a miss.
Yep.
It's now no longer your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So next person on the combat tracker is one of the wolves directly in front of Ristform. And it will go to bite at him. Making the attack. That is a hit. Damage. And whoop. What the hell? He makes a save and does so successfully. So the wolf jumps at you and bites at you, and you're able to somewhat fend it off, likely with your forearm. But that is the end of its turn.
All right. Well, first thing is first. Graham is going to curse the big boy. Since, he's the most likely to come after Graham. Because, this guy decided to hang around with Graham for some reason.
I mean, you were the one that didn't move before the fight started. You could have followed Magna.
I assume that the guy was going to follow Magna or something.
Oh well.
So, he's cursed.
He was probably just hanging around.
I buffed. And I do believe he is going to take some damage. Hang on, I gotta check something real quick. Because I have 2 damages in there and I have no idea why. Where the hell is... God damn it. Alright. Well, aside from that, Graham is going to use a smite also. Because he needs to output damage real bad. Where the hell is...
Real quick, Magna, how's your dex save?
It's pretty good.
Do you have
However,
that
I
thing?
do not have evasion. That's at 7th level.
Crap.
However, I will not blame you. It's very cost effective, and we paid 10 gold for damages already.
Okay.
I mean, he might be cross with you afterwards, but he's trying to be good.
Alright, so he takes that damage. I need to drop.
I mean, technically,
This
I don't
on-
think it actually will. According to Fantasy Grounds here, it doesn't look like it would actually hit you, but it would hit all 4 of them. But it's up to Gold King on whether he'll count it as hitting you or not.
I mean, it is in that square. I would count it because, yes, there is overlap.
Okay.
I don't know why Fantasy Grounds wouldn't see that as hitting.
Are you kidding
Ooh.
me?
We
Are
need
you
a-
kidding me?
We need a crit fumble on Graham's behalf.
Hey, the crit fail deck was on top.
Yay. It's almost as though you knew.
Just fucking why? Like. Oh wait, it's night. It's night.
But you aren't in the
Oh, yeah.
moonlight.
No, there. Wait.
That's
Where are the windows in this place?
The windows actually give a sort of good show of where the light is. You are not in the moonlight.
I think if
Also,
there's
hold on.
windows, I should.
Here. Tell you what. I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick. Okay, it's about a half moon outside right now.
I don't know. I think maybe that might count. Maybe.
No.
Damn it.
It's
Wait.
specifically that you
Wait.
need to be outside.
Okay. I have a thing for this though. Lucky point.
That I'm pretty can't use on a 1.
I don't think that's true.
I
Let's
believe
look, though.
that's how
do-
I designed it.
You may also re-roll a 1 once per long rest.
Yeah, this is one of your traits. Lucky rest, I believe. You have 1 point of luck per long rest. Refer to the lucky feat and you may also re-roll a 1 once per long rest, but you must take the new result. So go ahead, roll again.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, I'll put this lesser card back into the deck, and you'll get the next card, which might be worse.
If he even gets the next card. Nothing's gonna say he's going that one next.
Why are you trying to jinx me, you asshole? There we go.
That's it.
There we go.
That is a lovely hefty hit.
Holy shit, it's good to be a rabbit. Alright.
And you must roll damage.
Yep.
Alright, you give it a nice hard slash.
As I smite his ass.
And as you do slash it against it and over it, the cloak falls back, and it's a bear.
Oh, it is a bear.
It's literally just a bear.
Wait, a literal bear? Not like a bear person, just like a plain bear.
It wasn't talking.
It was a plain bear upright on its back 2 legs, walking around in a big old cloak.
That's
Wow.
that's very weird that it was walking around on its front 2 legs without steaming.
Is
Hind legs.
that hot bear? Is it?
The hind legs are the back 2 legs.
Yes, you said front 2 legs.
I'm pretty sure I said back 2, but whatever.
Okay.
Anywho, Eisen, you just slashed a bear, and it's pissed. Anywho, is that the end of your turn?
This might be a
yes.
Beastmaster.
I'm also gonna look over and be like, "Hey, Moriarty!"
Wolf number 20, an accurate number of how many wolves there are, trust me, moves over to the side of Risforn and goes to leap at him. ba-ba-da. It still misses though. On to Moriarty's turn. He glances up, goes, huh? Fine.
Moriarty, you wake up or I'm going to kiss you, and you won't like it.
Speak for yourself.
Oh no.
And at that point, he gives a nice little whistling tune and summons a sort of green spirit being of sorts that I need a token for. Boop-a-doo-boo, boop-a-doo-boo. Where's the... Why can't I just find the tokens? There's the tokens. I think I had a token for this. Nope, not in that one. Here we go. This should have a token for it. And it does not seem to have a token for it. Gosh dang it. Oh well. But for now, he summons something directly in front of him, and then moves it over to Risforn to occupy the same space as he does. As there's a spirit, it kind of allows him to do that.
Stares angrily at Risforn as Graham stares down Bear.
I'll be with you in a moment. Don't worry, Graham.
Yes, you've got one bear. Meanwhile, I've got 3 wolves and the badger. Though the badger might fight Magna instead.
Here we go. As the thing takes the same... Ooh, excuse me. As it takes the same space as it does for you, Zim. Boop-a-da-boo.
I get 1d6 healing?
Yes, it's Healing Spirit.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. Boop-a-da-boo, boop-a-da-boo. Now that I have Healing Spirit up, so I can reference it when necessary. And that's Moriarty's turn, as he moves to sort of like go back and get back to drinking. He's like, I've done enough. Risforn, you are flanked by 2 wolves.
I cast Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
Bloop. Boop.
Oof, those attacks of opportunity.
Oh, where and how are you casting it?
What do you mean? And no, I've got the war... I don't get attacks of opportunity.
Oh, you have Warcast. Wait,
Okay.
is that what Warcaster does?
No, it's just that you don't have... It's not a thing.
I'm pretty sure if you used any ranged attack,
It's not
a
exactly
ranged
ranged.
spell, I don't know. I wouldn't call it. It's if it's not melee, like a melee, like the green flame blade. That one's like a melee kind of thing. Like that
This
one doesn't
originates from me. It's not It's something where I'm literally just breathing out lightning.
All right.
Shit. So, I guess I'm rolling a dex save.
Yep, and I need to roll one for the other individual. Dex save.
Yep.
So you take half of that, Magna.
Yep.
And give us another damage, please.
7.
He takes another 16 damage. Cool.
Oh, cool, he failed.
Yeah, he failed. He's a big guy. He ain't
Oh, wait, hold on. The one that hit me felt stronger than the others. You're trying to say something.
How would you know what the others feel like?
That looked like a particularly strong bolt.
I can't control lightning that well. Just very well.
Any responses at the end of your turn?
One sec, I want to look something up real quick.
Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Please enjoy this elevator music.
Sorry, I just want to...
Tell people to enjoy this elevator music. I know.
Okay, yeah, I'm done.
All right. Then you heed, and yeah, the turn's been passed. Lovely. People are linking me stuff when I'm in the middle of DMing. Okay. Then this fella over here moves up, and he does go to attack Magna because the other two wolves are busy attacking Gristborn. So, time for bite. Alright, and it misses! Cool. Anywho, the big bear lumbers towards Graham, pressing some tables out of the way. The guy nearby just, like, scrambles out of his seat.
Good for him.
He has to wait for his turn. Thank you very much.
He's not on the combat tracker, so he's on the same turn as the brown bear.
Oh.
He's only getting to react now, so technically we skipped his turn. And it goes...
You know...
It goes to slash at Graham. That hits. Take 2d6 slashing. And then it goes to bite at him, because it has multi-attack. And that hits as well.
Which was the thing that I was worried about. Wow, yay, lost half my health in a single turn.
Hey, you gotta do something, man. Magnet is now your turn once again.
Ah, I see that this is a uniquely bad situation for me, because I can't do my sneak attack anymore. Unless I move. But if I move down to sneak attack that wolf, I'd also be in range of bear. Has that wolf handler done anything?
Crap, I forgot he's not in the turn order. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I just noticed, like, did I stab an innocent dog handler into this? And he didn't die?
No, yes, thank you for reminding me. He does need his turn.
Just making sure everything's running smooth.
I appreciate you making me not make this encounter too easy for you. The guy does bring out a whirling great sword.
Oh, strong.
And, where are we actually looking here? Okay, nice. Reading over some of the stats. So, he takes it out, he moves, and he goes to attack Magna.
That's fair.
Because the wolves are currently taking care of Respawn. So, I will roll attack for him. Oh, he missed. He swings and it goes deftly over your head. It arcs in a large, swing. And it's very long. Like, if he wanted to, he probably could have attacked Respawn, given his height over the wolf and the reach of his blade.
Guy
But now-
narrows his eyes and looks at his arms, wondering, is this guy as strong as I want to be someday?
He looks pretty beefy.
Damn you.
Yeah, no, he's strong. You can tell just by looking at him. He's strong. Anywho, it is your turn.
I guess I'm gonna stab him again.
Wow, that is some bad mic
However-
quality.
Sorry. Maybe if I adjust it. Is that any better? Alright.
I think so. Yes.
So, should I stab him or should I stab his dog so I can get a hand in this combat? Or so I
Man.
can get my advantage back?
Yeah, that's a good question, and only one that you can answer.
Shit! I forgot to goddamn incinerate the bear.
Well,
You got another turn.
Incinerate the bear. I'm glad that Crag
If
is
the
not.
bear hits me again, I'm gonna die.
I'm glad Crag is not here to listen to those words. He'll probably faint.
If Crag
Stab
was
the
here,
dog.
he would animal handle the bear into friend.
yeah, you hit the dog. Go ahead, roll damage.
It's too bad. It's too bad. Crag is not here. Then he could invite the dog to our. He could invite the bear to our party, so he can have two bears.
You shank the dog. Gives
Why
out.
did I roll advantage on that? Oh, the dog is dead.
Yeah, no, the dog is absolutely.
I understand.
It already died.
Whoops.
So you stab the dog and it gives out a and quickly
You know,
dies.
technically, Magma,
Wow.
you could get
I-
up onto that table and have advantage on your attacks.
I suppose I do if I'm at a higher elevation than him, but does that count?
I would say it counts. It literally just says you have to be a higher elevation than them, and that would be a higher elevation.
Where does it say that?
Fair enough.
That's a racial feature for the Pine Marten.
Ah,
Death
then
from
yes,
above.
I would-
I forgot about that. However, I also want to be near Graham, in case he needs help more than you. So, I guess being at the table just overall is advantageous enough.
So
I
you
can
hop
just
up-
jump over should something happen.
So you hop up on the
So,
table.
I will.
All right, that is the end of your turn then.
Also, did that bear fucking roll like near max damage on me?
Oh, it rolled absolute max damage.
God damn you,
So
Moriarty.
probably won't do that again. However, now that I didn't need to use that extra attack, no, I'll hold on to it. Moving on.
Like I saw the max damage and I was like, yes.
It rolled it twice because it does 2d6 for each of those attacks, right?
No.
Oh.
Anywho, the wolf nearest one moves to attack it yet again. Hopefully not getting a crap roll this time. Ah, yes, that is a hit. It goes to do its damage, being all rabid and growly. Sad. And Riskborn has to make a save. Which he makes wonderfully, unfortunately. Graham, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to save my spell slot to incinerate said bear whenever he inevitably attacks me again.
On his turn, probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so first things first. He takes that damage because he is cursed and I have maddening hex.
Okay.
Screw you, bear. You're going insane.
Okay.
And now I'm going to use the purple flame blade. So I need to make a normal attack roll against him.
That hits.
Alright. So I shall roll that damage first. And now I shall roll. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot to add the effect onto me first. Shit. I keep forgetting that these things have to be that some of these things have to be applied to my character before I roll. You
Yep.
want me just to re-roll the damage then?
Nope, just continue.
All right. I have to roll.
You'll have to remember for
2d8.
next time.
Well, I did the spell, so I'm gonna roll the goddamn damage.
All right.
You just have to manually add it. Well, that did fucking nothing. So that's another 5.
Well, literally with what you rolled alone, it's enough to make the big bear stagger back and fall over.
Is the bear dead?
It's dead.
I absorb life from that goddamn fucking bear. It dies and my curse returns to me with life.
Oh, Graham, you're all right. I was getting ready to go over there and help you once I came up here.
Even with that roll without the bonuses or anything, it did literally just enough damage to kill it. It had 2
I
hit points
will
left.
take it. Thank you very much. I need to do my healing. Whap! There we go.
The bear's body is still there, but will be
My
considered
hamster
difficult
is
to run.
getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Oh, hello. Someone's put in an influence. It's Jaffer!
No! Hi, Jeff.
Jaffer, are you gonna, like, bring in another bear or something?
Yeah!
So Zim, you're okay with me doing that? Just double checking?
It's influence.
It is influence.
As a player, no, I'm not okay with that. But it is something they can do with influence.
Okay.
It's gonna become a fucking zombie bear, isn't it?
So, put that there.
I need to make sure my
Put that
life
there.
drain. It's a fucking zombie bear, isn't it?
The bear gets back up and has a second wind.
Why is Jaffer trying to kill the party?
No, man.
No.
like literally, Jaffer. Why? Like,
Influence is influence, but I don't know.
but all of his influence is to like literally kill off the party.
Anyway, I'll put it back with its actual. It was like 2 before. It was at the bottom of the combat tracker, so I'll put it back there at the bottom of the things, just in case Riskborn does
I
anything.
think it standing back up provokes an attack of opportunity.
You know what? I'll allow that.
And I also say it's still fucking cursed.
I'll allow that as well, because it technically didn't die.
Alright.
Then you lose your healing.
Yes, I'm aware. But I'll take it to fucking do some extra damage to this motherfucking thing.
I'll put your damage back on, don't worry about it.
Alright. Enemy. It gets that again. And I need to smack it with sword. I'm guessing that hits.
You already attacked it this round. What are you doing?
Attack of opportunity for it standing
Oh.
back up.
Right. I was allowing that. You're right. That does.
Unless it doesn't stand back up and it's prone.
No, it's taking it. Go ahead, smack it. The influence specifically states that it stands back up as well. All right, you get another good slash in on it.
Suck it, bear. You're already half dead again.
No, you're wrong. But go ahead. That's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, let me do that. There.
Whoop. Okay. My apologies. Wolf number 20's turn.
Now, don't complain anymore, Graham, because you definitely should not have had an attack of opportunity from that.
From it standing... No, it stood up from prone.
You don't get... That doesn't give an attack of opportunity.
Really?
You keep wanting to put attacks of opportunity on everything, and it has very specific rules on that.
Hang on, I need to look up attacks of opportunity.
Standing up from prone is not an attack of opportunity. Casting a ranged spell while you are in melee is not an attack of opportunity. And we've gone over this multiple weeks.
Again, I play more than just this game. I get confused. Keeping track of what goes to what edition of D&D.
Also, I'm allowing it because he has to fight an entire bear again. It's full health. I'm giving him a light boon. But yes. But Zim, I need a critical card. That wolf bit you pretty hard. Hello? Oh crap, I can't hear the music anymore. Hello?
The music was changing to a different song.
Oh, okay. No one was talking too. It was just like dead quiet. I was like, what?
Also, I should probably move the music over to the combat one.
You probably should, but like, you know, we're in a tavern. We're already halfway through it. Everyone's being really casual about this. Like, the guys at the bar haven't even started running away yet, even though there's a bear roaring right behind them.
Open target. One enemy within 5 feet of you may make an attack of opportunity against you. So the other wolf gets to attack.
Yep, okay.
But normal damage for the one that hit me with the crit.
Gotcha. Oh, whoop. Let's take away 5 from that, so that's only 6 damage instead of 11. I'll heal you up.
Alright.
Back to 18. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to clear the crit. You still have to make a save. And you are knocked prone since you failed the strength save. And now the other wolf gets his attack due to the crit effect. Which I'll just use the same wolf since they all have the same attack. Okay, that hits. And that does damage, I think. What the heck? Oh, I see what happened. Rishwarn, you are taking damage. But it comes to Moriarty's turn, and you heal 1d6. You can roll that, or I can roll that. However you want to do it. And he will summon another healing spirit for Graham. So Graham, you get 1d6 this turn as well.
That would not work.
Wouldn't it? Oh, is it it is a concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a concentration up to 1 minute. You're correct. What other spells does
But he
Moriarty
can
know?
move the existing one.
Yeah, you're right. He probably needs it more, so he moves it to Graham.
Alright, I see where I looked up the attacks of opportunity. Yeah, like in 5th ed, nothing provokes an attack of opportunity, pretty much, except for
Leaving.
ranged attacks in a melee space and leaving.
Okay. So there you go. Just remember those two things. Nothing else gets an attack of opportunity. Unless I say
Range
so.
spells in melee, they just have disadvantage. That's it.
Oh, so it's just moving out of the space then?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Well, also if you're... Well, okay. I'll look that over. I'll look...
I'm used to Pathfinder where pretty much everything provokes an attack of opportunity.
Dude, in addition to these two games, I also play in a Lancer game on Fridays, as well as a Starfinder game on Saturdays. So...
Those are very different games.
Exactly.
Pathfinder is almost the same thing, but different stats.
It's because they're so It's because a lot of the stuff is similar. I get them confused and mixed up. Anyways, moving on.
Riskforn will stand up. And...
That takes a movement action, I believe.
half of my move, but yes.
Yes. Thank you.
And he is going to do this.
Well, let me remove your prone. Go ahead.
Oh, I forgot to do my healing. It was a 1d6, right? Get 3 health back.
It's at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
That'll be when your turn comes around. Which will be soon.
And technically, I wouldn't have gotten my healing if he moved it before that.
He moved
Anyways, which one of those succeeded? Or did they both fail, or...
looks like they both failed.
Perfect. And I'm done.
Alright, and that kills off both of the... Well, not both of them. Okay, I thought they both died from that. That kills off one of the wolves.
Be back a moment.
Alright, Bear, let's do this. I got the spell ready for you.
Be back a moment, guys. Go into the bathroom.
Bear moves.
Wait,
back.
is Bear intimidated by the fact I almost killed it? Or does Bear not
angered
care?
by the fact that you almost killed it.
It swipe. It hit.
Alright. Don't roll its second attack quite yet. I need to do its... I need to do Hellish Rebuke on it.
Okay, go ahead. Feel free.
Alright, so it needs to roll save. And then burst into flames.
Oh, it actually saved a dexterity check. But yes, it does, like, take a bit of fire over its big, thick, furry pelt.
Oh wait, add 3 to whatever damage it took. Like, just straight 3. It doesn't get reduced or anything.
Why?
It's cursed. Because it's cursed. And all of my damage that I do to it increases by my proficiency.
Okay.
Future.
And then it goes to bite you because it's not happy about that. But it actually misses that bite.
Oh, thank God.
It is
Because it did max damage again. This bear is doing a lot of max damage to me.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Magna, it is now your turn. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Boy.
It's the badger's turn. It's the badger's turn.
That's right. Yes, him.
I need to remember that the badger is a thing, especially since I don't have him in Fantasy Grounds. Man, it's so inconvenient not using the Fantasy Grounds system. I should do that more. Anyway.
Why didn't you prepare?
I did prepare. But like, this guy isn't in the Fantasy Grounds system, so I just have to use the, guide.
Could have made one.
Anywho. Oh, he misses. He misses. So that makes that easy. Anyway, Magna, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm doing very well in this combat. Somehow. Now I'm at advantage because I'm at a higher elevation than him, right?
Yes, you do.
Right.
That is a Pine Martin racial attribute.
Good thing I did.
Yeah! That does hit.
Awesome.
Go ahead and roll.
And he's my only target, so you know what that means. Or he's my only available target in melee range.
Yep.
You're welcome for killing the wolf.
Yes, thank you.
And he takes the strike like a champion.
Swish. This man must be a barbarian.
He's big and strong.
I'm not jealous. I'm gonna be that big someday. Shut up.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope, that would do it.
Alright, Graham, it is your turn. The healing spirit washes over you. Feel free to use a d6 of heal.
Thank God. I need it. Oh, thank God. It's also max healing.
33 health. Sorry, 33 wound.
I return.
Hello.
Welcome back. You missed nothing.
Okay, so I need to purple flame blade because I only have cantrips now. Right, I'm going to do that on me. And then roll. I keep almost goddamn critting this fucking thing. This is the luckiest bear ever.
Go ahead and roll damage. And you are able to strike it down once again.
And I heal.
Like something out of Punch-Out where they get up and then they just stagger back down again. The wolf flops to the ground, very bloody, and with a final loud thump.
Alright. Oh yes, healing.
Jaffer, now's the time to give another donation.
No!
Accepted.
I've had to put this bear down twice.
Jaffer says he likes the idea of it being undead.
Come on, I have killed this thing enough.
I don't know, you recently did have issues with
Come on, man.
If we're the adventurers, let us
I think this is a bit much, Jaffer.
Don't worry, I'll trade off
Not
with you.
really.
Have the bear come at me.
I'm literally almost dead here.
Just send the bear at me. I'm fine. Just
Dude, you are at about half health. You are not literally almost dead.
No, he's at 33.
With how hard this thing hits
On the
me,
combat
yes.
tracker, he's at 25.
Oh, you should be at 33. What the heck?
No,
Oh,
he
wait, no,
took
you
his...
heal.
My healing for killing the bear.
No, yeah, you're right. You're good. You're good. My apologies.
I just know that if this thing gets back up, I'm gonna get hit for like another 20 something damage, and I'm gonna be down.
Well, Jaffer has put in for the bear to be undead now.
Oh god.
Though that would technically mean you killed it.
Yep.
Hey, just
at least
consider
there's
this. This is
that.
more experience.
Why do you hate me, Jaffer? Why do you make me torture this bear? I gotta keep putting it down.
Well, there aren't really stats for an undead brown bear, so I'm just gonna use the same one.
I guess my hex probably isn't still on it then. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, because it did technically die. Since I'm giving you the health for it, I would also assume that the hex would assume it's dead. But as it does fall down, green stuff, rises from the floorboards. You did recently have issues with a necromancer, which is why I'm allowing this as well.
Graham is just like, for the love of God, stay down!
The bear has a grin glow to its eyes, and is now intimidating.
I think it should be intimidated by the fact that I've killed it twice already.
At this point, I don't think it knows.
I think it knows. It knows.
Anywho, on to the next turn. Wolf number 20 goes to attack Zine. And it actually hits. Goes for damage. And strength check. But Zim is a champion. And completely holds up against the wolf's constant attacks to try and knock it prone. Moriarty decides to have another round. It is Zim's turn.
Excellent. I'm at a dragon's breath on the wolf.
Moriat already can cast a different non-concentration spell.
He's also drunk. Yeah, that would have killed it if you hit it with that outright.
All right.
Graham will remember this, Moriarty. Graham will remember this.
Why won't you die?
But the bear will especially remember this. As it goes to double swipe at Graham.
It needs to miss.
Well, it hit.
Of course it does.
And second attack.
Yep. See,
It
this is what
misses the second attack.
Thank God. See, what did I tell you? It hit me once, and I'm back to pretty much practically dead. Why does this thing literally just keep hitting max damage on me? Because it seems like it does.
Maybe. And like I'm rolling it. I am rolling it.
I think RN Jesus hates me today.
Better off days. Everyone does.
Hold on. Badger's turn, because the badger is still in this.
Somehow.
Oh no,
Just point to me and the badger.
Jeffer is saving one last influence. Just be aware.
Okay,
Wait.
I'm pretty sure Jaffer is trying to kill me.
Yes.
Anywho.
Give in to the paranoia. Let it consume your mind and soul. Give in to the insanity.
Alright, Zim. I need another critical hit. On Magna.
No shit.
What type of damage?
This should be slashing. It's a great sword.
Alrighty. Follow up. Your attacker may make one additional attack against you.
Okay, let's see. Magna does a 15 hit. Your AC is 16, so it doesn't. Alright, so he doesn't hit that second attack, but he gets damage. Which is 2d6 plus 3.
Well then.
You take 5 damage. What a critical strike.
Me?
Yeah, no, you take 5 damage from a critical strike.
Wow.
Great.
Oh.
And now it is Magnus' turn.
I'm sorry, Graham. I seem to have stolen your luck today. Sorry, I just can't keep these hands to myself.
Yeah, he rolled minimum damage.
He got a good swing, but oops, I'm very nimble.
Oops. Well, alright, Magna, it is now your turn.
Yep.
The badger is huffing and puffing, glaring
Oh
at
wait,
you.
sorry, I forgot advantages. It doesn't matter.
1 point. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So yeah, you hit him. Go ahead and roll the damage. And that is just enough to knock him down and to kill.
Cool. Yeah, dang. I'm really sorry about that. Just conflict of interest. Oi, Graham!
I need
combat?
help. I need the help.
I'll handle this.
Alright, and that is the end of your turn. Hey, Graham, it's your turn.
Okay. If you could remove the cursed thing, so I don't do extra damage.
Yeah, it came
Oh
back.
no,
Graham.
never mind. It shouldn't be adding it because it doesn't have the cursed tag on it anymore.
Yep, you did not put cursed on it.
Just keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I think it might not have been working properly because it didn't roll any of the proficiency on any of the damages. I don't think.
Right, boo?
Oh shit! No, it wasn't doing it.
Hey guys, I heard another influence.
Oh no. Oh, does the barbarian get it back up?
I don't know.
Gaming Furry, that is a... You spent way too much influence on that.
Oh, I also need to do my healing.
I think we need to like have a better sort of, you know, like is there a way that they can tell what level something will be for an influence?
We generally don't have this problem.
I feel like we do on a common.
There is a descript like in the influence thing. I think it just kind of generally describes some of the things you can do
at that level. Yes.
Oh, I'm sure you can refund him. Anywho, you're doing damage to the thing? Because yeah, that hit.
Yeah, I did minimum damage.
You did. You really did.
But I was also my cursed thing wasn't working, and I wasn't doing the damage I was supposed to before, so I'll have to be doing that manually.
Looks like it. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Don't teach.
Oh shit! God damn it! I forgot to do the goddamn cantrip attack, motherfucker! God damn it! Why?
I haven't moved your turn. I haven't moved your turn in the combat tracker yet.
Alright,
so it's not too late.
Can I add that post attack? Because I mean, it would have been. I mean, that would have been attached to this attack.
In general,
anyways.
we say no.
All right.
If that's something you need to do before the attack, that's a no. I thought you were just using your minor action.
No.
Okay.
Fuck. God damn it.
Moriarty calls up another round.
Graham is going to stare with hatred at Orion.
I sent you
You
the
can't really see him.
influence.
Oh dear.
Lear?
Let's take a look. See, what do we got? Sure. Did he pick a target?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, Ristworn, you're up to half health.
Yay!
Please kill this thing, Ristforn, for the love of God.
No.
It's okay. I still got 5 more uses of it. I should probably mark that spell slot as used, by the way.
Probably good thing you should do. Yeah.
Good thing magical fires don't usually set things on actual fire.
We're just getting slapped with influence of one after another. Hey, that one gaming furry is influencing us again. Anywho, it's the bear's turn.
Please let it attack someone else.
Holy bear, over here. If your ears still work.
One of the ears is chopped clean off and is on the floor.
This thing is basically a charred skeleton with how much fire I fucking hit it with.
More like think one of the enemies from Doom, where it's like you can see some ribs sticking out, but still very fleshy. It hasn't had proper time to decay, so there's still a lot of blood and gore, and it's honestly really horrifying to look at.
Every attack I've used has been fire.
Fire.
Great
Okay.
fun! Right, Boo?
Oh my god! We're just getting influences left and right.
Jaffer, I'm gonna deny that one because unless it happens during this combat, mostly because I honestly don't want to keep track of that week after week.
What is it? Send it to me real quick. I would assume it's for this combat. I'm okay with keeping track of that. Oh, it's only for this combat? Okay.
I'm going to say it's for this combat, so he'll get refunded if it doesn't come.
No, he says it's supposed to be for this combat, so... Oh my god, guys! Stop!
Gaming Furry, for that, it would require a major.
So, okay. It's supposed to be for this combat.
Okay, so you'll get refunded if it doesn't happen.
Okay, now what is this next influence so I can try
I
to
already
continue the
refunded
turn
it and told them that it would require a major.
Can you let me know what it is in case he goes for the major anyway? Which I'm guessing he just did. Okay. I'm okay with it. Alright, so Graham, the bear, raised its claw.
No! I denied this.
And pauses, and then just flops over dead.
Oh, thank God.
What about the other influence?
What other influence?
The minor one.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish. I thought you were just saying that there was something that conflicted with this influence, which I have not seen yet. So
No.
anywho, it flops down, lays there. It's bleeding. You look at it cautiously. It explodes into confetti. Confetti is everywhere now. The bear does not exist anymore.
Graham is just gonna like just plop down on the floor. Just oh god.
Well, that was fun.
Ugh.
Can we do it again?
I haven't had my full bloodlust just yet.
Oh,
I see why people hate undead so much.
Here, I'll delete that. Whoop, no, I didn't want to close that. I gotta delete the bear from the combat tracker, so give it max damage. It's dead. Easy removal. And yeah, the bartender glances up. He sees confetti nearly everywhere. He glances at you three. You're gonna have to clean this up.
I paid you 10 gold.
Yeah, screw
Don't you have staff?
we paid you for all damages and messes. You can clean this up.
Fine.
I wonder how Element's doing. I should probably tell him. I should probably tell him and the sheep that everything's sorted now.
Yep, that is end of combat for all of you. So, if you want to go and inform the sheep that such things have been taken care of, you may do so.
Moriarty.
He looks up to you, seeming rather content with himself and happy. Graham, you heal another 1d6, by the way. As it did come to your turn, I forget about that.
Did nothing from what I'd imagine. So I guess I have to make good on my threat. I guess
Sorry, what?
Well, I did say I'd do something if you didn't rouse up from your drunken stupor. I'm having second thoughts, but I'm a man of my word.
He raises a brow. He doesn't seem to know what you're talking about.
Well, he's gonna grab his face and kiss him. And then he pulls back thinking, I shouldn't make a habit of this. You are a bard. I might just be encouraging you.
He gives a soft grin to Magna.
Guys, help. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know.
Wishful and Graham, you just saw what Magna walk off and kiss Moriarty.
Graham
Risforn's gonna
is
just
unaffected
turn
by
around
this.
and go upstairs.
Yeah, Graham is gonna follow suit, and because he needs to rest at least for an hour.
We know better than to get involved between a, bard and their, we'll call them prey.
Prey.
By the way, I need to go ahead. I'm just gonna roll something in the background. Don't mind it. It's just, Magna, I will need a wisdom saving throw, though.
Oh, alright. I'm decent at those.
You're not decent enough.
No.
I'm gonna say this right now. Moriarty rolled a nat 20.
Wait, why is Magna making a wisdom save?
Because Moriarty is making a charm roll.
Oh, no.
And Moriarty gives you, strangely, a very, very convincing smile and offers to buy you a drink. In such a way that you believe it is suggesting more than a drink. And I'm going to leave it at that. Meanwhile, Risthorn and Graham move upstairs to go back to the sheepy sheep and talk to him.
Except Graham can't Because, you know, he didn't get hit with the spell, more than likely.
What? Oh, yeah, you were outside. So Risport is going back upstairs to talk with the sheep.
No, Risforn's going up to cook it.
You just saved it. You'd be canceling out all the effort.
But he's hungry, and it's been annoying him all day.
Let me see. Really? That's what you're using an influence for?
Hey, I don't question it anymore.
You know, oh yeah, okay. You'll find a penny on the ground. At the same time.
A copper piece, you know.
You all get a single copper piece. Add it to your inventory, boys. Let's go.
Wait, is that all the barbarian had on him?
No, you just find a copper piece on the ground. No one's checked the barbarian.
Oh, you know what? I do that before I do that before I would leave. I'd pat down the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, as you look over the barbarian, you would find it had on him leather armor for a medium-sized creature, which you probably would not be able to use.
Well, no.
It had a nice great sword.
I also can't use that because it's heavy. Sadness. Sadness.
Oh, yeah, no, that's all he had on him. Didn't even have cash.
Well, then. I will take the greatsword and the armor to sell later.
Alright. Magda, you're unable to get any loot from the bodies as you are too enraptured in Moriarty.
No, didn't see this coming, but I'll roll with it. Besides, he wasn't looting the bodies anyway. It was a man and 4 animals. The others are probably getting them.
Yeah. Anywho, Zim, you head upstairs.
After Graham searches, takes care of that. He'll probably head upstairs and to see what this to see the sheep, and then probably get some sleep to heal up a bit because he needs the health so very badly.
All right. Graham goes.
The hit dice recovered by a long rest. Is that rounded up or rounded down?
To be nice, I'll round it up.
Fantasy Grounds will automatically keep track of that.
I want to know how many I get back so I know how many I can use on a short rest.
Thank you, that one gaming Furry. You have a good rest of your day too.
Because we have 5, which means I can either use 3 or 2 depending on if it rounds up or rounds down for the hit dice.
I would assume it rounds up.
Likewise. And I'll be nice.
Most of D&D most of the systems that have things all say that it rounds up, so.
Alright, so I can use 3. So I'm going to do a short rest.
Oh, hold on, let me... You're just doing a short rest, resting for only an hour?
Yeah. I also get all my spells back.
It is nighttime, so... If the party decides to do so, they might just get a long rest in a moment here, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fine.
Anywho, Riskform?
I'll get the hit dice back.
Yes?
You're going up to get the sheep?
Mm-hmm.
So,
the sheep
this
is resting on your bed.
Graham probably would have gone up with Christian. So what's the story behind this shit? I think Magna said it was some kind of wizard or something.
He did.
The sheep
He
nods
told
that
you
he
that it was a sheep turned wizard being hunted by his apprentice.
Graham continues to look at Risforn, waiting for answer.
Risforn just
Oh,
mumbles something, pushing the sheep off his bed before crawling
sheep-
into it.
The sheep gives a rather loud bleat.
Oh, you need to add the stuff to the to like the party sheet so I can move it into my inventory.
Did you literally take all of that stuff?
The great sword and the leather armor, yes, or you could just drop it into my inventory, whatever.
Yeah, I'll take care of that real quick. But the sheep bleats and looks at you and is like, "What are you doing?"
Going to bed.
But I require your assistance.
Well,
how long is it? I mean,
Element's in the room, ain't he?
yeah, I am.
Graham will look at the sheep. He knows that that he can't understand the sheep. He's like, you went to the wrong person for help.
And then,
Where?
I'm sure Grant can understand the sheep or no.
Graham
Grant
cannot
Elman.
understand the sheep, but he knows that the sheep can understand him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Everyone in the party besides Graham can understand it. I don't know why, but all the leather armor just says leather now, so if you see leather in your inventory, that's actually leather armor.
Okay, good.
Weird.
Also, Graham, you have ba in your inventory. I don't know what that is.
Bah.
I might have been trying to add something, and then...
Well, I'll go ahead. No, well, hold on. My computer's... There we go. I'll just take care of it. There you go. It's gone. It's gone for good.
Oh, that's weird that the leather says,
it's the way it's always worked, and I've never been happy about it, so I always just add the armor myself manually.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, because I will absolutely, like, screw that up. There we go.
Anywho. The sheep looks over to Elemen, pleading.
Race form. Do you know how much this spell that we can talk with him was gonna?
What?
Do we know how long the spell that we can talk to him is gonna last? What if it's gone by the time you wake up? We don't have time.
Fine.
Time to be an
Graham
asshole.
will lean over to Element and be like, can you translate for me so I understand what the hell is going on?
And I mean, not sure. Just whenever the ship talks, just imagine that enemy is telling Graham what it's saying.
Alright.
What do you want?
Well, now that they aren't after me anymore, I still need your help to get back to my old ways.
And what do you expect me to do about it?
Who left? Someone left.
It was Element.
Ah.
Graham will be like, I think he probably wants us to overthrow his apprentice and, get his life back.
Sorry there, guys. Discord just literally crashed on me.
It's okay.
No worries.
What was the last thing I said?
I don't recall you saying anything.
Okay. I just answer Grant that I said that yes, I will tell him whatever the sheep says, and I'm just saying, imagine that whenever the sheep talks, the enemy is just telling Graham.
Yeah,
what
we
to
heard
say.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You said that a while ago.
That's when my Discord crashed.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, yeah, Graham will be like, yeah, he probably wants us to, take down his apprentice and get his life back. I'm assuming that's what the sheep wants.
Yes. Until 2 years ago, I was operating out of a wizard tower outside of town. I'm especially esteemed in transmutation. And my most prized possession, of course, was my wand of true polymorph. Well, I'm sure you can see where that's gone.
Enemy nods. Yes, I see it clearly.
Well, at least this isn't as bad or weird as I thought it was. What that guy meant saying that he had a sheep a singular sheep that he had attachments to for sentimental reasons.
I've been trapped in my own garden for 2 years, and it's been absolutely horrid.
Okay, so what do you want us to do?
I need to get another dose of true polymorph, which means getting back my old wand. I can take you to the tower in which I was being held.
I guess the other question I have is, what are we going to get for this? We had to put a bear down 3 times. 3.
That was probably Greg.
I don't really care who it was. I want to know what we're gonna get out of this.
I am a master wizard. Do you really think I don't have a lot of magic stuff up in that tower?
So you're saying we can take all of your magic stuff?
No, not all of it.
Well, then what's stopping me from having lamb chops for breakfast?
You know what? I think I may have a request for at least part of our reward.
Yes.
Can you make more of these bloodstone things? So that way we can have one for each of these goddamn bloodlines we're trying to find.
Bloodstone? Easily.
Okay, because we got one and I don't want to have to keep changing it every time.
So we have a deal.
I mean, I hope you realize that we're not saying that's the whole reward. They're just saying that would definitely be like part of the reward.
I think we can help. Yes, I will.
But first, let's sleep. I hurt real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need sleep, but I'm kind of afraid we won't be able to talk with this guy in the morning.
Oh, we won't be able to.
Well, you should tell us where exactly this place is before the effects go away.
I can lead you there, but
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
You don't want to go there?
Oh, it doesn't sound like a good idea for you to get close there. Wouldn't you be in danger? in your current state.
Possibly. You're right. You're going to need to take a long road out of the north side of town. It'll be the tower that should be fairly obvious by the side of the road. It's not far out of town, maybe 5 minutes walking.
All right. So how long before your apprentice realizes that his hunter never found you?
Who knows? Probably just a few hours.
That was way shorter than I was hoping for, because you'll be in danger regardless of if we leave you alone.
Yes. He's bound to send more guards for me.
We gotta think of something. You know what? Maybe we can have Sidier babysit the sheep while we're gone.
Didier's not around anymore.
I think that he's an I think she's an NPC. Kind of like Zale, who is also no longer around.
Zale completely left. Like, we don't even know where he's at anymore.
No, he's at the manor of Astabar. Remember, he took that manor.
Ah, right.
That was the other fox before I joined, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No, he was a wolf.
Oh yeah, no, he was a wolf. He was a wolf. You're correct.
In the picture, he looked very foxy to me. Foxy to me.
He's a wolf, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Design choices, you know how they go.
That, or maybe Magna can convince Captain Ward to not eat the sheep and guard it for us.
I don't know. It doesn't sound true. I don't think we can trust him with that.
I mean, you're gonna have to go talk to Magna about that.
Yeah. Isn't Magna in the room?
Because the sheep, if we still need to kind of protect him, but we also can't. I don't think we should bring him to the tower.
Yes, I agree.
So we got to find someone to babysit the sheep.
I mean, you do have other party members as well who just,
I mean,
aren't quote unquote here.
I mean, I can
Yes,
stay.
but if we start the next session, they'll be with, and they come here, they'll be with us.
I can stay, but I can't be the only one that stays when I just got out of deathbed. I wouldn't be able to protect it.
We need healing real bad too. I don't think I want to fight a wizard without some kind of healing. I'm saying you should come because you're the only person we know who has significant, any real kind of healing.
Yeah, I only have cure wounds though. That's very low healing.
That's better than nothing.
True.
Did you see? I guess
Also,
you didn't
out
see
of
what
character, I'm not letting you stay behind because,
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's why in character I'm like, no, you're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we are gonna have to find somebody to babysit the sheep.
Me.
We gotta go to this tower, get him this wand of true polymorph. Speaking of, I think I'm gonna take that with me when we're done with all this.
Wrist form. He can hear you.
I
Also,
know.
he did say that that was his most prized possession, so I'm not quite sure he'll let you have that.
Fine. But I want it.
We all want a lot of things, Risford.
My condition here is you need to join the Ministry of Magic.
What?
Yep.
What's that?
It's a ministry of magic.
Sure.
The wizard just sent his soul to the devil.
But in reality, it is a organization I have been establishing for the sake of dealing with various problems in this world, such as things like this, or
And the darkness.
the darkness. Yes.
Think
There's
of it
a
as
lot of
Risford's attempt to become like a government-sponsored guild across the Miraleth, so that way we have the authority to act as we need anywhere.
exactly. Because otherwise, we get a lot of problems from the guard and stuff, butting their noses in and almost ruining us trying to rescue people and so on and so forth. And we're just trying to avoid that.
And capable members will help with that.
Very well then. So he agrees to that, as was just
Awesome.
stated.
Alright, now we sleep. We sleep so we can fight.
All right, good night, guys.
Off my bed!
You already moved him off your bed.
Graham will go.
Oh, I thought he
to
resisted.
his room. No, he was just really sad that you did it.
He will go down to before he sleeps, he's gonna go down to the barkeep, rent another room, and come back up to let the sheep sleep in that room. Or actually, he's gonna rent a room with 2 beds. Basically just move his room to one with 2 beds, so that way he's got one and the sheep can have the other.
First point, as you go down, you see Moriarty doing what bards do best with Magna.
And fade to black.
No, not fade to black. It's more just seducing.
Fade to black with an accompanying chord.
I cannot
What?
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I said fade to black with an accompanying chord.
What?
Never mind.
Main chord.
I think
What's
you mean a
companion
companion cube. At least I assume you're referring to a companion cube.
I have
No,
no
I didn't
idea.
say companion chord. I said accompanying chord, like a sound effect.
An accompanying chord.
Oh, okay. Actually.
Do you have the Seinfeld sound effect on standby? There we go.
Alright. I think it's safe to say that you can probably long rest us.
Yep, you're getting a long rest. So let me go ahead, slap that down. Nope, that is the combat move tracker. Come on, where's the long rest? Why is rest a lock now? This is so weird. Anyway, everyone gets long rest. Yes, Graham, you get your luck point back because you did a long rest.
Yay.
Cue Final Fantasy theme music.
I think we have that. Zim, do you have that?
I got the level up
should.
sound, but that's it.
That's close enough.
Or the combat finish. Oh yeah, and I got Chocobo.
You're welcome.
Alright, once you guys are done playing your sound effects and having a jolly good time, man, this combat dragged on. Probably because the bear kept getting up.
No, that couldn't possibly be it.
Stares at Jaffer through chat.
Allow it.
Anyhow. So party wakes up the next day. Zim, you wake up. Sheep is lying beside you. In the other bed, of course. Magna, you wake up in the same bed as Moriarty.
So that's what Bard's like.
Etc., etc. Everyone gets up, collects themselves. Including the people who are not here. Sorry. Mainly being Craig and Zyre and...
Graham will probably get something to eat before he leaves. How much does that cost?
Probably costs like a silver.
Alright.
Unfortunately, you're not heroes in this town yet, and you did cause a bit of a mess, so he does charge you.
We literally paid for it beforehand.
Also, we probably overpaid him.
Yeah, you know how much 10 gold is to these people? Like,
Listen, not all of them are honorable.
Also, enemy is actually gonna wake up early and go to Respawn's room and knock.
Risford, you being woken up early?
Now that Magna's awake, he's got a thing to do.
Risforn does not answer the door.
Enemy is gonna sit on the doorway near Respawn's room and wait for him to wake up, because he knows he's not gonna wake up by himself.
Aw, part of me was hoping that you'd come in and then I could throw lightning at you.
Grandma's gonna walk by and be like, "Element, you might as well just continue on. You know, he's probably having lots of fun with the sheep and whatnot. You don't want to disturb him." Grandma's gonna laugh.
He's really attached.
Element gonna ask, Graham, do you remember that scroll of restoration that professor gave us?
I don't think he gave us a scroll of restoration, did he?
He did.
Oh.
I think you used it on Element, though.
No,
I'm
we didn't
pretty
use it. No, we didn't use that on myself. That's actually what I'm asking. What I was about to ask for.
Oh, I didn't.
It's not been used yet.
I think Risforn has it.
That's what I'm waiting for. But I don't want to lose another team by going into his room while he sleeps.
He does sleep like a dead rock.
Agreed.
You know, we're gonna have to do something about that.
What do you think we should? What do you think we could do?
I think we have Crag cast alarm and just constantly set it off outside his door.
Well, I do have a crystal parrot that casts alarm, but the Respawn will probably kill it if I do that.
That's why we have to have Crag do it. Risforn likes Crag too much to kill him.
You guys can go get Craig, and Craig would be excited to do that.
I just love how everybody is apparently afraid of Risford.
Graham isn't afraid of Riskborn so much as thinks that he is just not a good person. in the general sense of like he's more of a bad person than a good person. He
And
just
Not
does.
unfounded.
Just the end results of the things that he does just happens to have a positive effect for the general, for the greater good.
and Element is Element is still out of Element is still injured, so she doesn't want to risk anything. He wouldn't be able to defend himself much if something happened.
Graham also knows better than to just invite being attacked. Considering how readily Riskborn literally attacks like pretty much anything that moves or annoys him.
So yeah, Element is just gonna wait beside the doorway. Or you can get quiet and we can do the alarm thing.
Yeah, Graham does that. Graham goes and gets Crag to cast alarm, and then has it so that they can constantly just set it off.
Craig is more than happy to practice his alarm spell, and does so by the door at Zim's. Zim, you hear the alarm spell going off at your door.
All right. I counterspell it.
You can't see the caster.
Yeah, you need to see the caster. You need line of sight to counterspell.
Fine. Blah.
Sorry, what?
Blah.
I heard something. Ah, black.
Blah.
I thought you just said black.
Blah.
Black.
Blah.
In general.
Black. So Zim's just kind of sitting there with the alarm spell going off at his door. Not a care in the world.
Oh, he's caring. He's groaning. He's unhappy. He just wanted to have sleep.
He had a whole 8 hours like everyone else.
He wants more.
He doesn't. Riskborn has no need to hibernate every time he closes his eyes.
No, but you don't understand. He's storing sleep for the future.
I'm pretty sure he's not a bear.
Is that what bears do? Is that what hibernating is? You're just storing sleep for later?
I like that explanation, so we're gonna go with it. Riskborn
really be
will
sleeping right
groan, get out of bed, stumble
They
around.
sleep for 3 months, so they only have to take naps for the rest of the year.
Groan some more.
Does he get to the door?
After another 15 minutes.
By that point, there are 3 alarm spells going off at once.
I think at this point, like Graham has done his dirty work and has now gone downstairs to eat, also to avoid the annoyance of the alarm spell.
And then he probably follows suit because he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to open the door so that Craig can talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
He will finally stop at the door and knock on it.
You hear from outside, oh, there's a knock on the door. Should I alarm it?
Alarm the knock?
Yes.
No, I think Respawn is up.
Okay, the 3 alarm spells are still going off, by the way. But how do we know?
I'll call out for him.
By the way, the 3 alarm spells are like ringing down the hall as well. So like Graham and Element, you're getting this too.
Magna might come upstairs eventually. after
Graham
having
is down.
breakfast.
Graham is downstairs eating at this point.
Element is the only one there. And
Okay, so Element, you're getting this as well. Magna, you're upstairs because that's where most of the rooms are. Unless you want a downstairs room. Those do exist, as you can see on the map.
Oh, can you reshare the map?
No, sure. I hate this new symbol system. It's so weird. But yeah, no, like if you see the map, there's some beds to the bottom right there that you could rent out. With 1 or 2 beds.
Right. No, he came downstairs to eat after he woke up. It was an interesting experience. Might do it again. But
Okay.
gotta get on with life.
Alright, well, Risforn, you're standing at the door with 3 spammed alarm spells going off. He did knock.
Enemy is gonna call out. Are you there, Respawn?
No answer.
Enemy is gonna ask Craig to open the door.
Greg gives a nod and goes to open the door.
Well, it would be locked, so...
He pulls on the handle then and just glances down and then glances back and then shrugs. Should I trap it more?
Risforn
Yes.
will finally open the door. What?
Craig looks to him. Oh, good. You're awake. I wanted to make sure my alarm spell worked. I couldn't tell, he says as the alarm spell is audibly blaring.
Great, turn it off.
He dispels it.
It works. Okay, good night. He goes back in.
Enemy is quickly gonna stop him from closing the door on him.
Like shoves his foot in.
Yes, even if it hurts.
Well,
What?
Respawn, I need to talk with you about that restoration scroll that the professor gave us.
What about it?
I wanna use it.
For what? Ugh.
Enemy is gonna point. Enemy is gonna point at his iPad.
Your what?
Enemy is gonna point at his eye patch.
he's pointing to his eye patch. He's missing an eye.
Oh yeah, you are missing an eye. Alright, come in. He goes to the his backpack and kind of starts rummaging through it. Don't you need your eye or something for it?
We do have it.
I got it from what was her name? What was her name again? The one that just.
City Air.
I got it
Yeah.
from CDR yesterday, but while we were out was out shopping with Magna.
Yeah, she did actually give him back his eye. I recall
It's
that.
wrapped up.
She wasn't really sure what you guys were gonna do with it, but was like, you know what? Sure.
It is yours. By all accounts.
So you
Alright.
guys have the eye.
What kind of... Like, what class is required to even cast this spell?
Let me look it up. Spells. What was the spell again?
I have no idea.
Revivify.
I just said I just said restoration, but I'm not sure what if that's the actual name.
It's not a restoration spell. It's
Regeneration?
It could be. Yeah, I think it's regeneration.
I think it's 7th level.
It's a high one, but you've got to scroll for it. So you just need someone of the proper spellcaster.
But what spellcasters would I asked about?
Okay, I'm getting it. Hold on. Okay. Yep, it's regenerate. You need a bard, cleric, or druid.
Oh, hey!
Well, it's here, but our bard has been uncooperative, and I'm not sure I trust him with this high-level spell. Our druid has been MIA. I don't know where he is. So I think our best bet is finding you a cleric.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, maybe we can find that we can find that along the way when we leave.
Probably, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, I'll let you sleep now if you want to go back to it. Thanks for listening to my plea.
Okay. He puts the scroll back in his backpack.
And then he's gonna go down to eat then.
As you go to step outside the door, Moriarty is literally standing like right outside the door.
Hey there, Moriarty.
His eyes are closed. He gives a soft whine. He still looks like he just woke up and is a bit tired. There's a cleric with the sheep. He gives a nod and just walks off.
He was a cleric with the ship.
No, there's a
What?
cleric with the... Go follow the sheep.
Oh, I see.
It's a very nice cleric. Think it had a name.
All right. Well, I guess we'll follow the sheep.
He nods.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course,
Enemy
I
gonna
could
wrap.
just do it, but you know.
In your step, I prefer we go with somebody that's sober. Sorry. Enemy is gonna quickly leave and go back down to eat breakfast.
Already walks behind him.
Risforn stumbles out or comes out a little, like 2 minutes later, seemingly completely ready to go. Happy Chipper comes down. Barkeep! I want lamb chop for breakfast.
Basically, we know this is a mimic because it's not him.
Oh, speaking of...
Risforn
I mean, he does have his mimic.
He does have a pet mimic. His little chest.
In
The
fact,
mimic is on the ship though.
It's been on the ship for a few days
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, you left. You did leave the mimic on the ship.
Is it gonna be fine? It's been there.
For the purpose of the stream, can we remind them what the mimic looks like?
I'd have to go find it.
The mimics. We know it's a mimic because Dusty's sitting on it.
Anyways, Barkeep, I want lamb chop for breakfast.
He glances over to you. Yeah, I'll be silver.
He will toss a silver over to the barkeeper.
Gives a nod and goes to prepare it.
I
Graham
hope
just
that
gives
the
it-
sheep has followed Risforn out.
The sheep is still sleeping.
Oh, okay.
He slept through the alarms.
How did he manage to do that?
This is
He's a very powerful wizard.
I'm pretty sure that he can't cast spells while as a sheep. Otherwise, he probably would have overthrown his apprentice himself.
Probably.
So the sheep might be dead already, which means we get all of his shit if we take the tower.
If he's dead.
I mean, well, if he didn't want all of his shit taken, then he should wake up when people are waking up people, and not sleep like a dead rock.
Yeah, don't sleep like our captain.
Anywho, you all are able to get your breakfast. It's a silver for anyone who wants to eat today.
Yes.
Of course.
Though if you don't eat, I'm giving you a point of exhaustion. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Or
of course
am
I'm
I?
ready.
Or am I?
I
Anywho,
mean, you got to eat something, unless you have, because I don't think Graham can actually forge here, so because we're in a city currently.
Where's my token?
yeah, you're not in here because you weren't part of that last combat. So let me go ahead and slap you back down. There you are. You look grumpy. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Graham is just
wonder
gonna kind of
why.
glare at Moriarty. He's like, you could have done a little bit more to help Moriarty.
He doesn't remember what happened last night. He was drunk.
Yeah, basically sat here drinking while I had to put a bear down 3 times. The last time I did get a little bit of help from Risforn and Magna, thankfully.
We were cleaning up.
He softly twiddles a finger in his fur/beard/fur/beard. Okay.
He doesn't see any
You
problems with
are
this.
a terrible ally and friend.
You know you've killed things way worse, right?
Like what?
Sea monsters for one thing.
I don't think we never killed any of those sea monsters.
I think you killed one of them.
No, we did not.
You,
We drove them off.
Moriarty, you might be looking to the future that time.
No secrets. Actually, there's tons of secrets.
And again, I had to put down the same bear 3 times.
Yeah, that was cool.
You're alive? You look fine.
I was almost not fine.
You didn't even get a cool scar out of it. Not like him over there. And he gestures over to Element. Now he looks hot.
What up?
He's recovering.
It's because he got exploded.
Yeah, that's so awesome. In 30 years, when he looks old, everyone's gonna think he's a badass. If he lives 30 years.
You know we're trying to fix that, right?
Oh, that's boring, but fine.
I'll keep you entertained. Don't you worry about it.
Graham is just rubbing the bridge of his nose. His ears are pinned back, and he's just like, Moriarty, you make it real hard to like you.
I make it hard to like me too.
What the hell does that even mean?
Words.
It's called self-loathing.
Yeah, that one.
So you hate yourself, and yet you make no efforts to change. Congratulations, Moriarty. You're a winner at life.
Oh, thanks, Graham. That's like the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
It
I,
is.
I used to say nice things about you, and then you slowly became more of an asshole. But
It's the nicest thing you said to him ever since you got used to.
Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had my mic off when I was eating something crunchy.
What?
Nothing.
anyways, so are you coming along for this trip to the Wizard Tower? Or are you gonna be hanging out here, Moriarty?
I'm gonna be around here. You've got it, probably. I don't remember.
So no songs or anything for us for this adventure like usual?
No, I've got a goddamn headache.
You are a disappointment as a bard, Moriarty.
You meant to say disgrace, but we already knew that.
I mean, seriously, like, when was the last time you actually sang something? Like,
Yesterday?
I don't remember you singing anything yesterday.
And just because
You
you were
weren't
here
there
for
for
it,
it.
doesn't mean I didn't.
What? I don't think he did sing anything the other session.
No, he
Not that
you
we
said.
know of.
I mean, Moriarty's a guest star party member. He's not always with us. He could be singing in whatever other place.
Yeah,
Very
he's not.
true.
He is not a party member. He's just a guy that you guys know, who happens to sing the future about you guys.
Well, okay, fine. How about we start collecting royalties on those songs you sing about us?
Royal what?
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 Royalties?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, royalties. He's singing about us, so we get a percentage of the money that he makes while singing about us.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because you're singing about our lives.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
my
not
job.
being helpful.
Singing about people's lives is my job. That's how I make money. Why should I be giving you that money?
It's also how we become legends.
Just think of it as the the price for ripping off our lives to make your living.
Ripping off your lives?
I feel like there's a lawsuit we could do for him not properly securing the rights to our life stories.
What do you mean the rights?
What are you talking about?
Bard. I have the right to sing about what I please.
I don't. What if we tell you? What if we say that we don't want you singing about us anymore? What you gonna do then?
Gotta keep
He's
singing.
gonna do it
about
anyway.
bastards.
Because he's a bard.
Graham, I'm sure there's an attorney that would be happy to take this case on for you.
What do you people think going to the law is going to change anything? I pissed off a king by singing about him, and I still don't give a shit.
How did this conversation even start? Elemi is going to ask if this is actually happening in character.
Oh, it's very much
Keep
happening
a
in
round of
character.
coffee for everyone, because I think they're drunk.
I think what Moriarty is saying, that basically the only way that we can that we would be able to stop him from singing would be to cut out his tongue.
Oh, that'll grow back.
Graham is gonna lift an eyebrow and just kind of chuckle a little bit.
What, you think you're the first person to try that?
What? How would that even be possible?
He's lived a long life, guys.
That doesn't explain why he regenerates.
He is very powerful.
Well, hello,
Anyway,
Jess,
Element.
don't
So how's that scroll thing come up with?
We need either a bar or a we need
Hello?
Hello, who came back?
Okay. Yeah, sorry. For a good second there, everything was cutting out for me. What were people saying just now? Before I disconnected?
They asked me about the restoration of the spell, and I was just about to respond. They said, go on. You were gonna say something?
No, I just said okay.
Okay. Enemy answers. We needed a battle cleric to be able, and my eye to be able to make it work.
We got your eye, so what about him sitting there?
After what happened yesterday, I'm kind of uncomfortable trying to do that right now. I'd rather we find a cleric.
Don't
So
worry,
let's get a cleric.
they're always uncomfortable with me. It's hilarious.
More like you're confused. More like you're kind of like this weird combination of annoying and just useful enough that we can't justify getting rid of you.
Oh, enemy.
Are you sure about that? I could easily justify it.
No, I don't want Moriarty to be getting rid of. I like
Don't
this.
worry, even if you could justify it, I would still find a way.
So are you telling us that you're literally unkillable?
Sure. For all intents and purposes, let's say yes.
So you're saying that if we tie metal to your legs and chuck you into the ocean, we'll run into you in like a month or two?
I mean, yeah, because that's weak.
What the fuck are you, man?
Well, first things first, I'm a bard, I have magic. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yes, but if metal is tied to you, if we bind you, and then attach you to metal like an anchor or something, and throw you into the middle of the ocean, and you're saying that you'll be fine, even though you can't use your songs underwater.
See, the thing is
special.
The thing is, you think you're going to get me underwater through all of that.
I mean, there is an ocean. We're on an island. Continent.
Yes.
There's
Okay, so now you're just proposing you're just going to throw me in the ocean.
Yes, after, tying you up to an anchor, throwing you overboard into the ocean.
I'm still trying to figure out how you're going to tie me up, get me on an anchor, and throw me overboard. All before I can sing.
Enemy is kind of
wondering. We can literally gag you.
Enemy is kind of wondering why in the world is Graham even proposing this stuff.
Graham at this point is it's just more a curiosity of like how, because Moriarty is kind of implying that he cannot be killed or stopped.
I see.
We've got an influence. Oh boy, thank you, Jaffer. Okay, I'm fine with that. Graham. As Craig comes down with Kai, you see Kai, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Well, why? Because Jaffer tried to influence me to have a fear of bears, I'm guessing.
Actually, that wasn't Jaffer.
I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. You see Kai for a second, and you flinch a little, but then you realize it's Kai, and you're good.
I mean, Graham isn't afraid of bears. He just...
No, you are. You have developed a PTSD for bears now.
Why?
Because the influence says so.
I don't know. Can the influence do that?
Yep. If it's high enough,
I
no.
approved it.
All right.
I am okay with this.
What's
So-
going on?
I mean, some jerk a while back stuck a feather to my snout forever. They could pull off this.
I mean, but this is like, I guess.
Jeff, I like the way you think.
I'm a little about influence being able to change my character's personality. in
Okay,
a
let me
sense,
put it
but
this way.
I get it.
In real life, do you have control about whether or not you develop PTSD over something? The answer is
I
no.
mean,
You really can't control it. He is correct. And given that it was, you killed a bear 3 times, and the 3rd time it looked like some sort of bloody, decaying abomination.
Graham,
and then it exploded
Graham
into
is used
confetti.
to hunting undead. That's like part of his background. Like the bear becoming undead is not something new to him.
Yes, but how many times have you fought a fresh undead? How many times have you killed something twice, and then it turned around undead the moment after
Also-
you killed it? Very bloody, very viscera. It was not a good experience.
Also, you are
I like I
very-
said, I
very-
get it enough that I'm not gonna like, I'm like this. Let's move on. I'm just like,
Okay.
all right, whatever. It works. There was enough that happened that I'm like, okay, I guess it's not unreasonable.
I've been enjoying these influences today, guys. Just so I'm aware, just so I'm making you all aware in chat. Love you all. Keep it up. I enjoy it when you put in so many influences that I can't really even, push forward the turn in the combat tracker.
Alright.
Of
So,
course, if one of you would like to spend money on an influence, you could also get the Electric Boogaloo.
alright, let's move on, please.
Anywho, yes, so you all enjoy your breakfast. And it is going to be towards our ending time. So I'm honestly not sure if you guys actually want to start a new encounter or not, because if we do continue to the Wizard Tower at least, that will trigger a new encounter.
I
And
am
that to buy
good to
something.
continue.
Okay.
You wanted what?
Good to continue.
I want someone to spot me a bit of money so I can go buy healer kits.
You're good to continue to the Wizard Tower for half an hour, because
No,
I am not good to continue past 10.
Okay, that's what
I
I
am
was
not.
saying. I could continue as late as we want.
I'm unfortunately unavailable for that because I am essential and I have to work tomorrow.
Well, I'm essential too, but I work tonight.
Well, then why are you able to go as long as you want if you need to work?
Because he sleeps during the day and works during the night.
Yeah, so
essentially. So he already did his sleeping for the day.
Yes,
I
you
can
should have
continue
work.
until okay, I can continue until about 1:30 a.m. my time.
Okay, that's when you get that's a weird work time, but okay. But yes, I'm not. I need to sleep personally.
Sleep
we
is
have
for the
half an hour.
weak.
We have 20 minutes.
Alright. So how's this? So I can add this to my sheet. How's this fear of bear things gonna be working?
When you see a bear, it's gonna take some time for you to get adjusted to Kai, but I'm gonna have you roll a Wisdom saving throw, and if you fail it, you're either gonna be intimidated or maybe, depending on how bad the roll is, if you fail it badly, I'll give some other stats effects to it. But for now, it'll be something I'm doing. You don't need to worry about it. I have it all in my head. Which means I might even forget about it. But if you really want to take note to keep me reminded of it, then by all means.
I'll remind you of it.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you are all keeping up with me so good to, maintain the proper level of torture for your characters.
Would this be undead bears? Because again, I've seen. I
Nope.
think Graham has been exposed to enough bears at this
Nope.
point that he
Nope.
wouldn't give a damn.
The influence says bears, not undead bears, just bears. All the influence says is bear. Graham will have a bear-related PTSD for the foreseeable future. That is the influence.
Oh, that's a problem since we have a bear in the party.
Yeah.
It is, as well as someone who is obsessed with bears.
Also, seriously, like, Jaffer, why do you hate me?
That wasn't Jaffer.
I already
Jaffer
said that
didn't
was
do
not
that.
from Jaffer.
Oh.
Jaffer was gracious enough not to give that to you, but Jaffer, take notes. This is a great influence.
Wait.
And I won't say who did it because,
It was Sam.
I can't influence any of the games.
Yep.
I play in all of them, so I can't, influence them. Though that might change at some point, and then I am going to have so much fun.
My.
Well, Moriarty, I'm going to be saving up my influences for things.
I'm sure, by all means, you are more than welcome to do so.
Yeah, I mean, he plays in the Saturday group, so...
Oh, I know. I know.
The beauty of being a DM for one game where I can torment other people, and then being a player in the other where they can torment me.
It is actually a lot of fun.
The careful game with cat and mouse where, man, do I really want to torment the DM in another game? Because next Wednesday I'm coming back at you.
Have you seen the shit that's happened to me, Moriarty? Like, seriously, I think at this point I can assume that you've already come after me.
None of these were made by me. This was just you. Also, this isn't... It's just roleplay, my dude. It just happened. Just saying.
I just like giving you a hard time.
We have 19 minutes. Is there anything the party wants?
It helps me vent my anger at RNG to pretend like it's actual people doing it.
Wristform will go with Magna to get the healer kits.
Enemy is gonna go with them.
Also, an extra sharp knife to do the treatment procedures if the scroll doesn't work. He bought the books. He asked the apothecary.
I don't think you can surgery his eye back into work.
No, it was part of the treatment method. I had to get rid of the dead the tissue that builds up again.
Yep.
And they recommended a very sharp knife.
I will state, Element, you can use the restoration for either that or your eye. You can either get rid of the infection plaguing you, or you can restore your eye. It's up to you.
I'm definitely going to restore my eye.
Okay.
Really? I would have gone for the infection, considering it's taking off your, 25% of your max HP?
And
seeing.
It's also making you roll endurance every time you go into a combat.
It's also something that will eventually go away on its own, whereas his eye won't just come back.
Oh, I
That is
didn't.
correct.
I didn't realize the infection did go away on its own.
It'll take some time.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking care of you.
Probably
Okay.
probably a
Remember?
few months. But it'll eventually go away. Probably not before this session is, done. Sorry, not session. This campaign. Yeah. But it will eventually.
Are you
go away.
planning to end this campaign soon?
Well, I mean, we have all other campaigns in the future. But
Basically,
this campaign,
the adventure goes on.
yes, you guys will eventually defeat the BBG of, this
Sorry?
place and this story, but there are
How
other
was
BBGs
that?
out there. I thought it was someone blowing their nose, but it sounded like a fart, and I just didn't want to comment on them to embarrass them.
No, it was me blowing my nose. Sorry about that.
Man, I called it. Yeah,
All right.
so-
So we're going shopping. Let me switch over to
Yes.
the shopping playlist,
Okay.
which unfortunately right
shopping
now is
playlist?
basically just the market theme from... Yeah, it's... Oh no, there's one from Neverwinter Nights. But otherwise the other two are just the Hyrule market theme. It's not a very long one, but I actually do have other songs that I need to add to that playlist.
All right. Anywho, the two of you go shopping, and remind me what the two of you wanted to get from the store once again.
Once again, healing kits and an extra sharp knife.
Healing kits and an extra sharp knife.
Probably
Well,
a small one to
the best-
excise tissue.
So you
The
mean a
best you could do
scalpel?
is,
Yeah, basically.
I don't think scalpels exist though, so you'll get a knife.
A small, super sharp knife.
And Graham would be selling the leather armor and the great sword.
All right. Are you selling them at a base price, or are you going to try to actually sell them?
He's not gonna try to haggle or anything.
Okay, then.
He just wants to get rid
You'd
of
be
them.
lucky to get half of their cost.
Hold on. Let me take a look at.
It mostly depends on
There.
how well the guy took care of them, and
You're getting offered 6 GP for those both.
For them both?
For them both.
in general, it's a waste of your time to bother looting and taking gear from things because, I mean, first off, you gotta consider that leather armor has several holes from where they were stabbed at.
I didn't
It's also
stab them
got-
that much. It's a rapier.
There's also lightning burns on. There's blood all over. You're talking about equipment that honestly they can't really even move. You're lucky they're even offering you anything for at least the armor. The weapon, it all depends on how well the creature took care of it. The previous owner, and even then, it's still going to have wear and tear from being used, and you're lucky to get anything from the leather, from the armor, and just half from the weapons. It's just
Well, if
not
I got
worth
half
it.
for the weapon, that'd definitely be more than 6 GP.
Well,
As I
you're
said, you'd be lucky
I
to
know,
get
I know.
that.
I'll take it though. It's 6 GP.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and remove that stuff from your inventory, and I'll add the GP, or you can just add it yourself. Up to you.
I'll let you add it.
All right. You're at 194. Why do you have a foxtail?
Because he does.
I It's like carrying around a human finger.
You say this like it's weird that the person who was raised to although they failed, who was raised to be an assassin and kill people. Like, it's strange that he might have something like a tail.
I mean, I would be, you know, more apt if you were just carrying a skull around, you know? Like that would be more fitting for you, but you're carrying around a tail. Like someone could still be walking around without that. That'd just be weird.
Sam, how much are healing kits?
Also, Jeffrey, I will state that's the exact percentage I gave him. Like you and I were on the same wavelength there.
I have no idea how much healer kits are. They're in the player's handbook.
Yep. Yeah, just I'll look it up.
Multi-use items for healing, surprisingly enough.
5 GP?
Great, I'll take 3.
Okay.
Why 3?
They're multi-use, but I feel like that I'm going to get a lot of use of them with this party.
Who's buying them?
I am.
Oh, Euphoria?
What?
No.
Zim's funding me. I wanted them though.
Just stick
name,
with 2.
Name of the person who's buying these. Name of the person.
Risforn.
Risforn is buying these. Okay. Risforn
But
is buying
Magna is the one getting them.
Magna's getting 3 healers kits added to his inventory.
Yes.
Okay, Magna, you're not in the game.
Yeah, I disconnected for some reason. I'm coming back.
Guys, I have 719 platinum pieces on my person. I don't think that's correct.
I don't think that's correct either. That's probably
I think-
gold. You probably mixed up your gold and your platinum, so I'll switch those around.
We did have a lot of platinum though.
Didn't we
Yeah,
give it
but
back
I'm
to somebody,
pretty
though?
sure he was
I don't
one of the
think
ones that helped with the ministry.
I mean, I think I
Yeah.
helped a little bit too, and I still have like 650 platinum pieces. I don't think Elements really bought anything, so he would definitely have more than us.
I sure do enjoy needing to rely on others for my monetary needs.
Yeah, but 719 PP, that's unreasonable.
Don't
Even if I
worry.
have-
I think it's accurate. We'll just stick with it, honestly.
Don't worry. I'm trying to
I
figure
think
out
you're
ways-
underestimating how much gold we got how much money we got from returning that crown.
Oh, that's what it was for.
Yeah. Don't worry.
we
There's
got
going to be...
an absurd amount of
Okay.
platinum pieces from that.
Don't worry. There's going to be a point at which you all don't have money anymore. Don't worry.
Okay, I mean he's just rich right now. Like, he doesn't buy anything because he doesn't need
It's
anything.
probably gonna be
Alright, I'm
whenever
back.
I can purchase plussed up armors and plussed and enchanted armors and weapons and the like.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saving my money for.
Oh, yeah,
I just don't think we have. I just don't think we've found a place where we can actually buy that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I just remember. I actually need a new armor. My armor got burned off.
Yeah, you do need new armor. You can get new armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want to get I want to get one design with the crest that my other one had with before.
Are you commissioning it special like that?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to take a day to make.
All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna get a cheap one for a replacement since we're leaving pretty soon.
Okay. So, what armor are you getting?
Where can I see those? Just what was the kind of armor that I had before?
Good question. I just removed it from your inventory.
Did you just have the basic, like what the paladins start with?
Yes.
I think that is chainmail.
I think it's chainmail as well, though you do have the money to buy something nicer if you want.
Yeah, I would definitely maybe think about getting a better heavy armor. Because chainmail, I think, is like...
So open up your library. Open up your library, open up items on the top. Once you have items open, there should be, at the top of items, armor, weapons, templates, yeah. Clicking on armor will pop up a new little window for you to see all the armor.
And chainmail is heavy or medium?
Chainmail is heavy. I would maybe consider getting plate as a paladin.
Pellet, thank you very much for that donation. The donation goal has been filled.
And so today, the Sheep Part 2 Electric Boogaloo comes to full fruition.
Sorry, Graham, what you said?
Awesome.
I said I would maybe consider plate as your paladin. And considering how much money we have.
Okay, what is your dex bonus?
Mine's?
Yes.
One moment.
His dexterity bonus is plus 2.
Alright, go for heavy armor. Because... Oh, wait, medium armor's the one that gives the plus 2 max.
Yeah, but he can get way more, if he goes
with
plate,
his...
he'll get more AC.
If he goes with half plate, he'll get to keep his dex bonus, and it'll just be 1 less than the plate. Now the question really is, are you planning to ever do any stealth?
Not really, I'm a paladin.
Okay. Then I would say you either go for half plate or plate. What is your strength score?
My strength score is, one moment, is 16 plus 3.
Okay. Then, yeah, you can use plate.
Okay.
And that would be 150 platinum pieces.
So, just for further...
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, 150 platinum bit, but it was
just to further weigh in. You would have an AC of 17 with half plate. You would have a AC of a full 18 with full plate, just so you're aware.
What's the half plate again?
Half plate would be a total of 17 because it's 15 AC with your bonus of 2. Whereas full plate has no dex bonus, but is just a solid 18. And that is the highest AC of non-enchanted armor, because you would not be able to get enchanted armor.
I really don't understand why you would ever go with those higher medium armors unless you just have no dex. The only thing where they're not, better is if you don't have your full dex, and I mean, even like the ring mail is worse
like
than...
if you have. I think it's if you have if you have maybe at most +2 to your dex, and you want a cheaper option than the heavy armors. That, and they don't require a strength score, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna commission a plate armor for to have my emblem etched on it, and I'm just gonna buy some chainmail to have as a replacement for our current adventure.
Wait, what?
I was saying that I was.
Where are you going to store this chainmail?
I'm gonna wear it.
He's saying what he's doing.
What he's buying right now, he's going to be wearing for your coming adventure, whereas what he's commissioning right now won't be ready for a day, but he'll have that when the adventure's over.
We can just wait a day. I'd be a-okay with that.
We do have to protect the sheep still.
Yeah, we gotta arrange protection for the sheep. We've got a few things to do before we head out. Just get the plate.
Okay.
Because there's no point in... I mean, that would literally just be wasting money. Maybe only 75 gold pieces, but it's still just a waste.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
You are offered to also be able to buy mithril plate because you are rich.
Is that better than the plate?
It gives the added bonus of...
Not weighing as much.
I believe it also...
Here, let me read, please. Mithril is a light, flexible metal. A mithril chain, shirt, or breastplate can be worn under normal clothes. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity stealth checks or has a strength requirement, the mithril version of the armor does not. So in other words, you can make stealth checks without disadvantage, and it doesn't actually even have a strength requirement, which this would have a strength requirement of 15, but since you have a +3, I know you have at least 16 strength.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay. It does cost more, but, you know.
Yeah.
It does have that benefit.
I have the money for it. I'll go with that.
Okay. It's going to be 500 gold pieces. It'll take a day to create.
Okay.
500 gold or 50 platinum.
I'll go extra, so 200. So it'd be 200 platinum pieces in total.
No, 50 platinum.
50?
Yes, 50 platinum.
You know, since we're gonna be shopping, I might as well.
It would bring you down to 369. I'm sorry, 630. Fuck, 669 platinum.
How much would mithril half plate cost?
I believe that's also 500, but let me check.
669. Okay, I updated it now.
Let me get down to the half plate. Half plate, mithril half plate is also 500.
Alright, I will get that then.
50 platinum.
That's for the mithril part.
Oh.
So it would be 500 gold pieces on top of the half plate. So that would be, 1,250.
What?
So the mithril adds 500 gold pieces of cost to the base cost of the item. So
Okay,
plate
so-
would go from 1,500 to 2,000.
What?
And
Plate? Hold on.
plate is 1,500 gold pieces.
Let me check that.
Yeah, it says 1,500 gold pieces.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, it would be 2,000. So, if you want the rest, then that would be, oh god, would put you back to 719, but that would ultimately take, yeah, that would take 200 platinum, which would bring you down to 519 platinum.
And then for your emblem on it, that would to buy that itself would be another 5 gold pieces. It's up to Gold King whether he wants to add a cost for the customization.
It probably would have an additional cost. You guys are loaded. So
Oh wait, that's right. We can't actually get this armor and stuff enchanted. So there's no use to me getting good armor and enchanting it later. I might as well just stick with what I got until we find better shit.
You deserve it. Buy it.
I'm not wasting my money for that.
It'll look cool. Also, it'll up your AC, I'm sure. What's your AC now? It's like
It
what,
would
12?
improve my AC by 1.
That's worth it.
That's not worth 2,000 gold.
Just buy some masterwork stuff. Just buy some.
Do you know how much it costs to increase your AC by 1 when it's like at 18 or whatever? Like at that point you're spending loads. just to up it by 1. This isn't abnormal. You're rich as heck. You enjoy yourself.
Wait, why the hell is my armor not showing right? The fuck?
Because your armor is weak sauce.
I have a mithril breastplate.
Oh, that's because you're not actually wearing it.
What?
You're not wearing any of that shit. You put your stuff under wearing, but you're not actually wearing it.
Wait, why is it not?
Because you put it in a
Worn.
sack instead of on a shirt symbol. You need to have the shirt symbol to the right for it to be considered worn. It's either
does
sack,
have the shirt
or not.
symbol on it.
What does? The mithril
There we go.
breastplate armor?
There we go. Equipped.
There you go.
There we go.
By the way, you're not wearing that ring of protection either. You're not wearing a lot of this stuff.
I mean, I am. It's just not on the sheet. I'm not.
So, but that means anytime something rolls against you, it's been hitting
Yes,
you.
I'm fixing it now. Although I think
How many times has that bear hit you that it probably wouldn't have if you were actually wearing your armor?
I have no idea.
And now you have bear-related PTSD.
I didn't realize that this shit was fucked up.
Gotta learn how to.
It was fixed. It was fixed. It was working at one point. Why the fuck did it stop working?
Well, it had a sack next to your name, and because it had a sack next to your name, you didn't have it equipped.
Sack?
Yeah, you see, you check your inventory. You see how in your inventory how there's a bunch of little brown emblems next to each line of
I
your
get it.
inventory. If it is a shirt, you have it equipped. If it is a bag, that means you have it in your backpack or a sack or something that you're not technically wearing, so it doesn't actively affect you. There's also, you can just have it empty, which means you're not carrying it, which means maybe you left it back on the ship or something, or you've stored it somewhere, but you don't have it at all.
Interesting.
So that ring of protection didn't actually do anything to the AC.
It hasn't protected you a single bit because you haven't worn it.
I just equipped it and it didn't change my AC, is what I am saying.
Please do not yell
There
into
is
your
no
microphone.
reason to yell. Sometimes it does not automatically update that. So you just click the magnifying glass next to the AC and put a 1 into miscellaneous.
That
Anywho,
probably would have saved me a lot of trouble for several fights.
several fights, yes.
I don't even know how I didn't even notice that.
Though, since you can actually wear armor, I would actually make arguments that I should be the one getting that ring, but we'll worry about that when you upgrade your armor.
I mean, it's his ring, he's been wearing it. You haven't argued it since then, so there's really no reason to bring it up.
I didn't realize we had it.
You probably still don't then.
Yeah, Graham got that back in the mansion.
Hey, he hasn't worn it since. Oh my god.
No, it was on there. All this shit was on there at one point, and it just, I guess whenever I moved, like reorganized my inventory, it unequipped it.
Probably
for
what
some
happened.
stupid-ass reason.
Probably, honestly, what happened to you. Riskborn, you're getting the healer's kits, right?
I'm paying
No,
for them. I already reduced my money for them.
Okay. Oh, so Magna's taking them.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Healer's kit, check. Healer's kit, check. Healer's kit, check. There you go.
Yeah. Medical books, healer's kit, and then I'll add that extra sharp knife myself.
Oh yeah, we need to get you a knife.
The closest we have to a medieval scalpel.
Let me take a look at what we got. I'm gonna check weapons. And the closest I can think of automatically would be a dagger. It would probably be like a masterwork dagger, though.
Oh. It has to be sharp and it has to hold its edge, so I guess.
I'm just checking through. There's slings, there's darts, there's axes, there's dancing things.
It's not something that's going to be in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking through, like, to find the best quote-unquote reference.
And yeah, Wired brings up a good point. There would definitely be razors. Which is basically what you're looking for, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
As far as cost, I'd personally say they'd cost the same as a dagger.
Yeah, probably.
1 gold.
2 gold.
2 gold? Okay.
3 gold.
3. Oh.
Why 3?
For you. For you.
No.
He's a pirate. He's a pirate.
No, Wristform's buying them.
Oh, and I figured out why the ring AC, the ring AC was just an effect added to my character. Is what happened there.
Well, then reduce your AC base, because then it'll just apply whenever something's roll at you then. Okay. So if that's everyone's shopping done, then I think that's a good place to leave off, more or less. As you all are preparing to head to the tower of the Sheepish Wizard. Unfortunately, a little bit of apology to the character Euphoria, who's being played by Redmite, as that character was going to be introduced in the next encounter, but we didn't get that far. I was expecting us to get to it today. Oh well.
No worries. I saw all the shenanigans that happened.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you were at least content with watching for today. You will be in the next session, unless you're not able to make it, in which case I will work you in a different way.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Tales of Miraleth, Dungeons and Dragons. I will be back in just a few minutes with some Darkest Dungeon. I've not done that in a while, so I thought I'd return to it.
That's some spicy streaming right there.
I'm down to see that.
Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things there. Also, thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of you guys I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you guys. Thank you, Kristovic, Pellet, Prescott, whichever name you want to go by, for the donation, helping us achieve that tonight. And I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello.
Thank you guys for playing. Gold King, thanks for running. Guys, stick around. I'll be right back.